Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So, it's looking much better right now. Bitcoin surges above 68,000 from our low of 61,000 last night. A big recovery. So what happened today? We got some Fed news. Actually, the Fed surprised me. Said something I did not think he was going to say. That definitely helped. So let's talk about that. And also, the SEC is coming for Ethereum. So let's talk about that as well. All right, let's do this. Welcome, guys. Hopefully you guys are doing much better. Portfolios skyrocketing once again. You know, just morning, I showed you guys something that showed like the order books and how thin it was from where we were. Like this morning was like 62, 64,000. I forget where, somewhere in between. And I said how thin it looked all the way up to 72,000, and that we could flip right back up to 70,000 in no time. Well, I mean, we didn't get to 72,000 yet, but we did a tremendous climb up today. We surpassed 68,000 a couple times. We're really a little bit below 67.7, right? But obviously a much better place. Everyone's feeling a lot better. Alts are blowing up. Memes are blowing up. Bitcoin blowing up, right? So obviously feeling a lot better overall. This is why you HODL, why you DCA. Just last night, I went through the top 100. I said, hey, there's a lot of terrific pickups. A lot of those coins I've talked about went up 10, 15, 20, 25% today. You could have made 25% just by DCAing from last night to today. Think about that. This is why you don't give up. Okay? You don't give up. You never give in to the FUD, and you continue to hold on DCA. Now, what did Powell say? That was so surprising. I didn't think he would said anything, so I'm wrong about this. But he said there are 3 rate cuts coming by the end of this year. That's pretty darn aggressive. Remember, I used to say this. This is a presidential election year. He has to make the markets come on fire. That's how it works. So this was pre-planned already. I didn't think it would be 3. I thought it would maybe be 2 rate cuts. 3 is really aggressive, considering our last CPI report and PPE report actually showed inflation ticking upwards. So even with that happening, he's still saying 3 rate cuts. That's pretty aggressive. So what that means is probably the next FOMC meeting, that will be May, probably a rate cut. Then the one after that, maybe July, or yeah, probably July timeframe. We'll get another cut, and maybe one around September, October, right before elections. I think that's how it's going to go. But that's huge. The markets, exploded afterwards because this kind of came out of nowhere, right? Again, people were thinking he's not going to pre-announce this. Maybe he'd just say that maybe next time, but no, he's like 3 on the table for sure. Well, what if our inflation data keeps showing that we're still going upwards? Is he going to still stick with that 3? I don't know. But what I do know is this. The markets came back up. Bitcoin came back up. This is all fantastic. We'll see what the inflows were today, tomorrow. I have a feeling they were very, very, very high, despite the fact that Grayscale still dumped $387 million worth of Bitcoin today. Still quite tremendous. The inflows must have been absolutely massive today to overcome that, to drive Bitcoin higher, right? It would not surprise me if BlackRock bought another 10,000 Bitcoin today. It probably happened, okay? So Grayscale, still an issue, still dumping, still waiting for a day for them to just completely stop, right? They already dumped $12 billion. They said that's the magical number. So when are they going to stop? I don't know. But as long as enough Bitcoin is being bought by the ETFs and the whales and institutions and everyone alike, it does not matter. Bitcoin will continue to go upwards. Now, in terms of where we are in the cycle, again, very, 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 very early Okay, very early indeed. We didn't even break the halving event yet, but if you're using this metric, NVRV, which shows you cycle tops, you'll notice that we look like nothing like before, which means we're nowhere close to top. Okay, and this maybe it looks like a 8-year-old drew this, but you know what? Our next cycle bottom may be 80,000. We're not even there yet. So we're following the same progression, the same channel. Bitcoin could be heading to $450,000, $500,000 before it falls down to 80,000, or it doesn't. This may be a super cycle. There's no saying that we're going to fall down 80% from highs, considering those institutions, ETFs, are going to be holding so much of the supply. And if they're not selling, then how's the market going to dump, right? So looking pretty darn good overall for Bitcoin, for the entire market. Look at those, 10, 20, 30%, right? All across the board. And Ethereum still up 11% today, despite attacks. So now it does seem like the SEC is building a case to go after Ethereum and classify them as a security. This will be absolutely horrible for Ethereum, obviously, right? They haven't come out and sued Ethereum Foundation yet, but they are subpoenaing a lot of companies that deal with Ethereum. Okay, so it does seem like they're trying to build a case, even though it's already classified as a non-security. There are people that think that this is because Ethereum moved to proof of stake. When they were proof of work, it was very different. Now proof of stake is different. So obviously we don't want them. You know, a lot of Solana guys or others maybe was saying, well, yeah, go classify as, you know, security. This is going to be good for Solana or good for Cardano. No, it's not. Because if they can deem Ethereum as a security just because it's proof of stake, well, almost every single chain out there is proof of stake and would be considered security. But, you know, here's the funny thing. When Gary Gensler was teaching, okay, when he was teaching back in 2018, which wasn't far off from now, he said Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash are not securities. And he also said 3/4 of this market is probably not securities. So he himself had said that they're not securities. Now somehow they're securities. I don't know. He did a total 180. But again, maybe it's due to all the innovations that's been happening, like with DeFi, right? And maybe the switch to proof of stake. Charles Hoskinson, of course, looking to throw some shade at Ethereum, saying that, you know, this is due to the fact that they changed. So everything that was concluded before does not count, does not make them a viable commodity anymore. They're a security, basically. So Charles just like, he has no love for Vitalik or Ethereum at this point. But, you know, we'll see. They may not sue them. Gary may be on his way out. He knows that. Or maybe he opens investigation right before he gets kicked out. Right? That's what Jay Clayton did. Jay Clayton, the final week of his tenure, what he did was sue XRP. He knew he didn't have to prove that case. He would just sue them and then he left. So maybe that's what Gary's going to do. Gary may be suing Ethereum Foundation the week that he's leaving. That would be wild. But again, that's what the former SEC chair Jay Clayton did with XRP. And it's taken this long to resolve some of those things, and it's still ongoing. And you know what? Jay Clayton, you know what he's doing? He's a crypto consultant now. It would not be surprising if Gary, once he steps down from the job, he gets some cushy job at BlackRock or something, he turns pro crypto again. Well, so there's that. What else is there? Solana is still doing very well. Their volume, DEX volume, stablecoin volume, meme volume exploding. That has not changed. But their biggest launch pad now, I mean, I don't know if they're the biggest launch pad. It could be. But one of their biggest DEX aggregator, Jupiter, has their launch pad and launched the very first Zeus network, which actually brings liquidity to Solana. It's like a decentralized bridge. Let's go bridge Ethereum, I mean, not Ethereum, Bitcoin with the Solana. So that's pretty good. But overall, my point is Solana's ecosystem is still on fire, blowing up. That's not going to change. But it's not just them. Avalanche also blowing up recently, right? They formed a collaboration with Alipay for a voucher system. They got a very hot game, Strapnel, that is starting to begin their event and tournaments and so forth. So they're looking pretty good too. And another one I just want to throw in there, Say, which is another L1 out of Cosmos, right? They have a parallel EVM, which is kind of interesting. So they support Ethereum, EVM, and CosmoWasm, I think, right? But they're doing so at Solana speed. So interesting, basically a very, very fast EVM chain that's out of Cosmos, but they're not L2 because they support Cosmos and their virtual machine and language as well. So they're kind of in the middle there, okay? But they're extremely fast. The finality is extremely fast. So they say they're better than Ethereum, and Ethereum L2 is out there. They even claim they're better than Solana. I don't know if that's really the case, but another interesting one to keep your eyes on. All right, guys. That is pretty much it. Let's do some Q&A. Man, today is a good day. Solana is back up above 190. It was in the 170s just yesterday. So many good deals. So many good deals. Even though we recover a little bit, still not back to our previous highs. All right, let me scroll up here. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. When will Solana overtake Ethereum? Maybe by the end of this year. I don't know. Or maybe next year. I think it's going to happen. John says there's not going to be a super cycle. How do you know? How do you know that? We're in a cycle unlike any other cycle before. Gary says inflation is secure. All right, Sober Reality, welcome, new member. Sideshow Bob says I sold my kids for more Solana. Let's see. Okay, I'm starting to catch up here. Tush, I have a big. I'm not going to say it. A big red cock in you. Papa Elf. George, I 5x long Bitcoin 61 and cock right before everything exploded. What would you do? Would you let it ride to the moon? You know what? These days, no. Before I would, but these days, very volatile. I'm sure you have noticed. Many times I let it ride recently and then boom, it just gets liquidated. I would take the profits out and then restart the leverage and set a really close stop loss. That way, if it does tank right away, you lose a little bit, but your stop loss kicks in, and then you still have majority of your profit. I think that would work out really well. What are your thoughts on Rio? They'll be implementing real-world tokenized assets for real estate. I don't like real estate tokenization. I just don't feel like the real estate market or most people are ready for that. There's too many legalities around that. Okay, imagine you have to sue someone, or you're getting sued and you're trying to prove something with a token. Will the courts or the people, you know, the jury or whoever, the lawyers involved, will they understand that? I think it's just too new. That's just, you know, I think we got to give it some time. Jeff Warden says, I never thought I would make so much money with my cock. Well, now you know how I feel. Can you do a token review video? No, I will not, Johnny. I don't do review videos of anything. DCA night. It is DCA night. Hold on. I gotta scroll through here. Are you still bullish on nulls? No. Zero bullishness on nulls. Thoughts on MAGA meme coin? I don't like anything political. We still love Big Red. Yes, they had a big spaces and they're going upwards. Actually, I had them up. They're almost at 12, back to 12 million again. And Kulo, ooh, they had a big dip just now, but they were at 30 million. But anyways, they still recover from yesterday, boom, all the way up. So they are doing very well. Are you on Arena yet? No. Have you heard of Sol Casino? It's the 6th biggest Sol DApp based on users. No, but I'm guessing it's a casino based on the name. So, okay. Not everything, not everyone can participate. I'm pretty sure if you're in the US, you cannot. All right, let's see here. I got my DCA portfolio up 102% overall. It looked like it dipped a little bit, just a little bit from last week, but it's okay. Up 102%. I have no idea what I'm going to add. I forgot what I added last week. Maybe I should add some Kulo in here. Kulo's down from last week. What else is down? Arweave is still down. ApeCoin, I don't think they'll ever come back. Celestia is down a little bit. Cosmos still down a little bit. Polygon down a little bit. Everything else blowing up. Fetch is still 1,000%. Solana is 391%. I don't know. I just talked about Say today. Cock is still doing very well. I don't know. DeFi Kingdom still Render. Render is actually kind of surprising since they're in the AI space. Jupiter up tremendously because of Solana. Pith also up a lot. Man, I really don't know what to add. It's all the good ones are already so high. Solana has absolutely exploded. It's been going up so much recently. Avalanche is starting to catch up. Phantom, surprisingly, has also been catching up. I mean, Phantom is now my 5th biggest holding because they've been moving like crazy. Hold on. My super chats are going out of control here. You know what? I'm going to DCA more into Solana. And a little bit more into something like Fetch. Oh, no. They're so high already. But they still have a lot of potential. Stacks is up here. You know, they're just absolutely killing it. I don't know. You know what? I'm just going to add a little bit more Solana first. I'll do $33. 0.726. Okay, $33. And then I'm going to add another $33 to Fetch AI because AI hotness is not going to stop. 0.1816. And then you know, I don't have any whiff in here. I'm going to add some whiff. What the hell? Oops. I think whiff is going to be... Oops. $33 divided by 2.52. 13.084. All right. So this week I added Solana, Whiff, and then Fetch AI. I have not been able to read the comments because it's flying right now. All right. So that's what I added this week. Mike G asks, Whiff, in real life sisters bag. I don't think so. You just made that up. Are you in favor of airdrops? Gadius is asking. I'm participating in 30 of them. I mean, sure. If you're going to, I mean, if you like the projects, you could use them. They're going to give you airdrops. Why not? They don't entice me very much, but why not? All right. Undercover Doc, where can I buy tips? You know what? That's a good question. Wow. Just the tip. Hey, 4.5 million. Well, considering this is on Solana, you would probably buy on Jupiter, right? But yeah, make sure you get the right contract over here. All-time high, 199. Just want to express QA FOMO, express our deep gratitude for dedication work you do every single day. Thank you. Thank you. Thoughts on BlackRock token based on ETH? Nope. Ape with hat? Nope. Paul Jordan, my guy. Yep. Thank you. David says, I took a beating on Celestia. It came back. I'm still about even with my portfolio. Super small, but future is awesome. Solana meme. Bolana and Soda. They look awesome. You know what? I'm going to give a big shout out for those of you guys that are looking for like a small meme like that. Wait, I just lost it. Man, there's so much super chat that just lost it. Okay, hold on. Gadius is DCA into Injective and Dojo get the airdrops. I have a lot of Injective. Well, too late. I'm done with it anyways. Alexander said sent $10. Appreciate it. Do you still support Kimball? I still hold on to my Kimball. DCA Bonk. No, I don't like Bonk anymore. I like Whiff a lot more than Bonk. Thoughts on AIOZ? Wow, question that's not about a meme. $1 billion already. Why do I know this project? Deepen for Web3, AI storage and streaming. Okay, so it sounds like a lot like Render. No, like Akash and Flux. I should get more familiar with this project. I've seen it, but I don't get asked about this a lot. Okay, I need to put that in a maybe pile. That actually looks decent, but it's already $1 billion. Thomas, what's up, man? What about altcoin season? Can we talk about that now that we have ETFs? What potential scenarios do you see? You know, here's a wild one, but I think altcoin season may be led by meme coins. Because Bitcoin is definitely being driven by institutional FOMO right now, not retail. So institutional FOMO are not going to, institutions are not going to FOMO into alts. So who's making the most money right now? People with memes, and they're probably the ones that could be diversifying into solid projects like Solana and Avalanche and Chainlink and others. So this cycle may be led by memes. Brown, I know that sounds silly and stupid, but what do you think, retail's go FOMO into, right? Brown, appreciate that. Still bullish on GST. GST. Green Satoshi. I'm not bullish on them at all. Soul Casinos, anyone's decentralized, check out the platform. I really doubt that. Even if they say it's open, it's only because they feel like they haven't been caught yet. That's going to change. 17 million. Yeah, I'm not going back. I'm not going back any casino tokens like Rollbit, and there's another one. Yeah, no. All right, hold on. Kitties or dogs? Of course, dogs. What about Shiba Coin? Will it grow? It will. It will. I just think others will surpass us in performance. They may not get this big, but they will surpass in performance for sure. I bet 48 million. Okay. You're saying they only intook 48 million? I don't believe that. I think they input a lot, inflew a lot more. Ordi hasn't moved at all. I might switch it. Go ahead and do so. What a time to be alive. Man, I got so many super chats here. Not that I'm complaining, but it's hard to keep. Does Chainlink become the next ETF since ETFs having issues? No, I don't think so. I think it'll be like XRP. I think XRP will be. You warned people against APU. People didn't listen. Dev pulled the rug. Really? Really? Apu? Yeah. It just seems like. Did they pull the plug? I mean, they're still at 20 million, but still. I mean, sometimes with memes, you just don't know. Sometimes it happens. Just know that memes are very dangerous, very risky. But if you know the founders, that's what I've been doing. Any memes I get into, I try to get to know the founders. So I know that, the chances of them rugging are a lot less. Doesn't mean that it's going to be successful, but you have to try to increase your odds some way. Is Flick the Bean in you a rug pull? I have no idea. That name is just too silly for me. Skid, all-time high, 80 million supply only. Did it go to all-time high? I know a lot of people asked me about it. Man, it's up 100 and something percent today. It is all-time high. Good for Skid. A lot of people have been shilling that a lot to me recently, so it's good for them. I will show you guys something new that someone actually asked me about this morning, and I'm like, that's a fantastic name. And then I, talked to the founder. He seems legit. First project, and he's very excited about it. And that is Stanley Pup. So I've been waiting to talk to the founder the whole day. We actually had a conversation, but I mean, I can't get over that name. I see meme coins all the time, and I think all the names are silly, and this one is actually pretty clever. So just go throw that out there too. And it's under 1 million market cap. Bonk team has the best in real life collabs. Rethink it. They may, but they lost all momentum to Whiff. So what's that about? But you know what? I'd like to meet them someday. I don't have anything against Bonk. Like, I have nothing negative to say about Bonk other than they lost the momentum. They could gain it back, but WIF seems to have all the momentum right now. Brown, okay. Slurf has an honest shot of a 40 billion market cap. You know what? Other than the fact that the person behind is an idiot and burn everyone's tokens. You know, a lot of people that are supposed to get their tokens from a pre-sale, guess what happened? They lost it. They lost what, $10 billion worth of $10 million worth of token burned? I don't think you can forgive that, but who knows? Who knows? If they get Binance listing, you know, they're going to do well. Think LimeWire token could make a comeback off his 2000 reputation. Probably not. Although they rebranded. I'm pretty sure they rebranded. Someone told me they did. They're not into Torn anymore. Hey, they're an AI studio now. Has nothing to do with torrenting. So it's an AI marketplace. Yeah, it's nothing to do with torrent, but that's not going to be successful. Anyone remember CryptoKitties? I do. Sith Lord sold some of my crap stocks to buy this crypto dip. Did not get the money in time before it pumped again. See, that sucks. When you know, sell stocks, you got to wait for that settlement, and then you withdraw. You know, by then, you know, things may have moved quite tremendously. Why do you always buy $33? Is a lucky number for you? No, because I detail $100, and if you have to divide by 3, it's $33. Tony, I already answered you. What is Ton Coin top 15? They have a relationship. They have a relationship with Telegram. So it's a really funny story. Telegram came out Ton Coin, did an ICO, got sued by the SEC. They refunded everyone. Then they released a code. Some guys took it as an open source thing, and now they partner back up with Telegram. So it's kind of like a weird thing. Facepalm. Where to buy tips on Sol, please? Just a tip. I'm assuming Jupiter. Everything on Solana is Jupiter. You just go to Jupiter and then you'll find it. Well, no, you need to enter the address. I want to sell one of my Lambos to DCA. Do you think the market has another dump or start today? I don't know. What kind of Lambo do you have, man? I may just pay. I'll just buy it off of you with crypto. I'm not joking if you're selling for a good price. I don't know which Lambo you have. But, will we get another dump? I can't tell you. And I don't know when it's going to come. We probably will. Because every bull cycle, we have a lot of dumps. We have a lot of volatility. Why don't I like it? I don't like the name, and I don't like the meme. This guy right here, I don't like it. But you know what? They're doing very well, so I can't fade that. They're 21 million up 100%, doing very well. Got to give them that. But I don't like that kid meme, and I don't like the success kid name. Robinhood EU listed bonk, definitely a big deal. They said that, yeah. Didn't Robinhood also say they listed? Robinhood EU also listed WIF. So they just list everyone. Bonk is 1.6 billion, 12%. That's not bad. And then WIF is up 13%, 2.5 billion. I mean, they're both big. You know, it could be like WIF is Doge and Bonk is like Shiba this cycle. It could be like that. You could make money with both. I just like WIF better. People don't realize how early C-swap is, Chainlink swap. When CCIP allows for one block transaction across any chain, it's going to be a monster 75% revenue buying back. Thanks for reminding me. I totally forgot that they're coming out with the swap. Will you explain the difference between liquidity, market cap, surging supply, what it means for holders who use Slurf versus Doge as example? No, that's just too much to explain. You're gonna have to Google that. I'm sorry. Thanks for being the man, BDC to 80K, Sol 300. Yeah, that's gonna come right around the corner. I mean, this is why the last few days when it's been down, I know we're not right back up to 73, but we could be at 73 tomorrow. But the last few days when we were down, I'm like, you know, first of all, we came up really fast, right? There will be corrections. We had a pretty significant 16% correction yesterday. And I showed you guys how, you know, we could just come right back up, right? You can't be discouraged when there's hundreds of millions being bought per day by the ETFs, right? And and now we got 3 rate cuts to look forward to, not just 1 or 2. We got 3. We got a presidential election. We still got the halving event in less than a month. These are all very, 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 very bullish things. Do I like ape with hat? No, I don't, because it's a copy. Anything that's a copy of another meme is no good. Like ape with hat, cat with hat, you know, whatever, donkey with hat. They're not original. They're not gonna be as good as the original. So you have to come up with something original. If Sol hits 1,000 one day, I'll retire. Get ready for it. It's going to happen. It's going to happen sooner than expected. It's already at 200, man. That only has to go up 5x. That's going to come as sooner than later. I got airdrop 500,000 cat with hat free. Well, if you got it for free, why not? Test driving Lincoln Cadillac SUVs this weekend. I'll let you know which one I choose. I already know the answer. You're going to choose the Cadillac. They haven't redesigned the Navigator in like forever. Gala Games. What about it? What do you think about it? I'm neutral on Gala. Quite simply because they diversified too much. They went to Gala Music, came out the new token and nodes that wasn't absolutely not necessary. And the founders are suing each other. And plus, one of the founders holds more than 50% of supply. That's also concerning too. So there's a lot of negatives towards Gala, but there's also a lot of positives. They're the biggest gaming platform. They have a ton of games, viral games that people love, right? So I'm kind of neutral on the whole thing. Mike says, George, wife asked about cock, culo, and just a tip. They appear to my bank account or bank statement, even though I know that's a lie, but that's pretty funny. Yeah, and Coinbase F people on Gala too. They didn't support a V2 airdrop, so everyone that left it there now have pointless V1 tokens, and you can't do anything with it. That kind of sucks. If you look at the Cadillac Lyric, I've seen them. I would never buy one. Okay. If you're going to go with the EV car, okay, just stick with Tesla. I hate to say it. Everyone else, they're just like, they're copycats. And then, you know, you don't know how good they're really built. First of all, for me, I would really never consider getting a Cadillac. And second of all, I would never consider getting an EV Cadillac. That's just me. GTR Corvette? No contest, a Corvette. GTR is way, 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 way outdated. Nissan had something like 16 years ago, but now, like, it's really, really behind, outdated. Have anyone asked about Crow with Knife call? No, no one has. Oh, Jesus. Stanley Pup went to 1.3. That's still awesome, man. That's still like, you know, just like Kulo and just like Cock. Crow. And it's down like 30% today. I'm surprised China is not buying now. You know what? They may be. They may be buying. I don't know. Behind the scenes, they may be loading up. George, thoughts on AOIZ? Someone just asked me about it. It looks like it's a good deep in play. I don't know too much about it, but they're nearing 1 billion market cap. And because they're deep in and they threw AI in there, you know, they're probably catching fire. Another one that's very similar that is smaller market cap is Flux. And Flux is 500 million, so they're getting up there. But they're another one to look at. How many coins do you recommend holding at one time? Doesn't really matter. It could be 10, it could be 1, it could be 50, as long as you keep track of it. Or you don't keep track of it, but you should. Corvette with hat. That would be funny. You Photoshop a giant hat on top of a Corvette. Are you excited for Model 3 Plaid? I am not. I'm not. I'm not excited about any Teslas, to be honest. Maybe the Roadster, but that's about it. I was very excited about Cybertruck, but now even if they say mine is ready, I don't know if I'm going to pick mine up. Does call look like a rug pull? I can't tell you, but I know it was not looking very good. S-Kid is hitting new all-time high, breaking out. Maybe I have to FOMO into that. Solnick. What's Solnick? Is it another meme? 2 million. Not looking so good. Oh, it's supposed to be Sonic, but they put a L in there. Solnick. Yeah, that's not gonna do well. Winston, is there a lag effect where Bitcoin peaks first, then altcoins, then meme coins? You know, that used to be the past, okay? I don't think that's going to be the case anymore. Bitcoin will continue to go up this cycle because of institutions. That never happened before. Bitcoin was never bought by institutions, never led by institutional FOMO like it is now. So I think this cycle is going to be different. Alts, you know, altcoin season that usually comes at the very end when people like move their profits out of Bitcoin into alts. I don't know if that's going to happen, or maybe it will, just not to the same extent as before. You know, I think a lot of people making a ton of meme coin profits will take it out and put it into alts because they ultimately realize they rather hold long term the good projects. If they make a lot with memes, they can put into Bitcoin or ETH or Sol or whatever. So it may be different this time around. I can't tell you exactly how it's going to behave, but it could be different. That's why we're seeing memes blow up so much now, because retail are FOMO into memes, not Bitcoin. Promethean Prodigy. I have looked at this. I hate that name. And because of it, I don't think they're going to do well. Just from the name. What is the best multi-chain DEX with the cheapest fees? Starting this weekend, it'll probably be Kulo Swap. So that's coming out. Yeah. I don't know, but besides that one, I don't know. Rubik's Exchange is a good one. Or Rubik's, yeah, it's called Rubik's.exchange, I think. That's a good one. TeamCon, I still didn't look at it yet. Still have not looked at it yet. So much has changed in a year. It's crazy. It is crazy. So much has changed just in the last 3 months. Forget a year. Since the beginning of the year till now, look at how far we have come. From basically being nowhere near all-time high to shattering it a couple times. It's insane how fast things can move. PMPY is going to be the top AI project. Just because of the name alone, it will not be. But since you're so adamant about that, it's 16, 17 million. Yeah, this website design, I'll tell you, is an exact copy of another one. AIT protocol has the same kind of like background for their website. They literally just went somewhere and bought the website theme. Yeah, this is not gonna be the leader of the AI projects for sure. Mohammed, thank you. Based on that Sol will rip from a swap meme gains. I don't know what that means, Shane. Doge Gamer says people will be floored how fast BTC doubles from here. I'm looking forward to that. I think just yesterday morning, I did something where it showed that we're at the same point where Bitcoin doubled basically in no time. And it will not surprise me, you know, I don't have that screenshot anymore, but there's very little liquidity, okay, above 75,000. If we could break through 75,000, 80, 90, 100,000, could be right around the corner. Action Crypto. Underline token is going to be the top AI project. Insert dumb token. That's quite funny. What is Orange Crypto and how to buy? ONRG? They're kind of... ONRG. They're kind of leading... Man, I don't know how to spell. Orange. There we go. ORNJ. Doing quite well. New project. They're kind of leading the space. You know, they're coming out with the wallet, supporting BRC20, Launchpad, all the good stuff that's you know, that deals with Bitcoin and ordinals and tokens and so forth. So they're on a lot of dexes already. I mean, a lot of sexes and dexes. Bag, cat with hat. No. Bag, cat with bag on Sol, dog with hat, sibling. Okay, again, it's not really a sibling. People are just making it up like it's a sibling thing and then somehow that makes it better. No, it doesn't. Just like cat with hat doesn't mean that it's Just because it has a hat doesn't mean that it's like somehow as good as dog with hat, let's just say. But I will check it for you since you asked nicely. Hey, it's up 55% today, up to 21 million. All projects equal memes until they produce income, uncapped supply, or teams waiting to pump and dump on you just more slowly. That's not wrong. They probably just don't have the intention of pump and dumping like a lot of memes, but you know what? Then again, a lot of them do also. So you're not wrong there. That's actually quite right. Hey, George, what's so good about tips? Should I buy? It's just funny. That's all it is. It's just really funny. I want to, Sith Lord, I want to get into some of these coins you talk about, but CDB does not offer. As a U.S. citizen, which recommend would you recommend? Here's the thing, Sith Lord. You need to know how to use DEXs, okay? You can't just expect to buy everything on Coinbase. So first of all, you need to get a wallet like Phantom Wallet or MetaMask. Okay, remember that MetaMask, Phantom. Go download it, and then make sure that you write down your recovery phrase. So in case you need to recover, you can. Then go to a DEX like Jupiter or Uniswap. That's where you get all these coins, right? There's plenty of videos out there. You have to just learn it. I'm not going to explain the whole process or show you the whole process because honestly, if you don't know the process, you should not FOMO into any of these memes because that's the very basics of it. Frank, new member. Man, there's so many super chats. Are you convinced when Elon launches X payments, Doge will hit all-time high? No, I'm not convinced of that because recently Elon has been very anti-Doge and crypto. I'm not even sure the payments thing have anything to do with crypto. It could just be fiat-based payment system. I'm really hoping that it does, but it may not have crypto elements at all, or a wallet. So we'll see. Then again, if he does launch, and there is a wallet, and it does support Doge, well, in that case, it can blow up. But I'm not so certain that it does. 69K last bull market is more like 73K plus inflation. That's right. That's right. Gemini Exchange locked me out of my account. I've emailed several times. Can't get a hold of anyone's. So just how to get a hold of them. Tweet at Cameron or his brother, the Winklevoss people on Twitter. See if they can help you. I'm pretty sure they have a support case thing or some kind of number you could call. Reginald Harrison. What do you think about bag on Soul? The owner of Dog With has a cat bag and they live in the same house. That's why they're called siblings. I have no idea. I have no idea, man. Let's see. Bag. Cat with bag. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Okay. There's no lore behind these. Like, it's kind of funny that you're trying to explain to me there's some kind of lore behind bag, cat with bag or whatever. Like, there's no lore. There's no official, like, lore about any of these things. Okay. It's just, can you trust the team? And is it funny? Right? Like, is it meme? Is it a meme? Is it a funny meme? Does it make people laugh? Does it make people want to FOMO in and make some money? That's all it is. There's no lore that's going to help drive people into these memes. Especially when it's just a copy. You can't just say, oh, you know, it's a cat, so it's a sibling, so, you know, you have to support it. No, that's not how it works. Tom in here. Welcome, Tom. Welcome to the DGen chat. Thanks, George. I'm newbie trying to learn this stuff. Keep going. Can you take a look at Aerodrome Finance? I know about it. People keep asking me about it. I don't like base. I don't like base stuff. They are the biggest DEX on base. On Coinbase already, which is great, which is surprising. They're on Coinbase, but none of the other foreign exchanges. That's really weird. Coinbase probably told them you can't list on any other exchange. They're probably incubated by them because they're on base, but still. It could go up. If they're the biggest DEX on, base, then they could definitely trend up. But I don't like base. Frank gifted 1 membership. Skid, I just looked at it. You should. Joe says you should look at Ape with Hat. Well, I guess I have to since you sent me a $50 super chat. Ape with Hat. Okay. Well, it's not like explosive chart. So I don't know what I'm looking at here. Other than there's an ape with a hat. And the chart, it looks like it had a double top. It's kind of going sideways now. Not much for me to look at. There seems to be a lot of Solana memes that kind of stuck in the 20s. Vegeta Cosmonaut. Meme coins are honest shit coins. Okay. Cody, new member. Welcome. George, you need to get cock with Kulo. You know what would be funny? Just a tip of big red cock in you, Kulo. That someone should come up with that. Do you prefer to DCA and cock in you, and when I'll sell? I don't know what you're asking. I have no idea what you're asking. 150 more holders for Stanley Pup. It's a funny name. I think it's clever, right? Of course, with memes, there's always a risk. I did talk to the founder. I don't know. I hope he's legit with me. I hope he's not go rug and his friends and family are not go rug. But if he's a legit guy, which he seems like he is, it could do very well with that name. And their Twitter, not Twitter community, their Telegram community is pretty fun. Do I like Shiba Keanu? No. BCA thoughts. Garbage. Garbage. Big garbage. A big Linford said Arrow is base. Yeah, it is base. It's on base. Would a DGen short at 100K Bitcoin be on radar? No. No, it would not be. Why would, if you want to lose money, guaranteed, you should do a short at 100K. Yesterday I tasted a liquidation juice for the first time. Still hurts. I need an XRP video. That video is locked in a vault. That's not coming out ever again. But liquidations suck. That's why I say with leverage, you get addicted. I'll tell you, you get really addicted to leverage. Recently, I've been losing a lot, and I still play with it because I'm a DGen. But you really get addicted to it. You got to be really on point. Don't be discouraged. You keep going. If it's not for you, you get liquidated, it sucks, then just get out. You'll feel a lot less pressure, and you don't have to check your phone all the time, right? Honestly, it's not right for everyone. How to get rid of the last 10 XRP stuck in my wallet? I have no idea. the interior guy. I lost my ass with leverage. I'm out for now. I'm telling you, it happens to the best of us. The last few days have been absolutely so painful for leverage because you think you're doing well and then boom, it goes down. And then you think it's bottom and then boom, it goes down some more. You know, it's like, it's been tough. That's why someone asked me, they were up since 61,000. You should definitely take profits, reopen it, and set a stop loss so that in case we go back down again, you get to keep your gains. There are certain strategies, but again, it's not foolproof. Jose, I appreciate that. All right, guys. This is a long DGen chat. I'll let you guys go. Overall, guys, we're back up to 68. It's looking fantastic. SEC may be attacking Ethereum soon, but Ethereum does not care. It's up 10%. It's great. Solana's back above 190. Memes are blowing up once again. Everyone's feeling good, so nothing to complain about, right? I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Have a good one. Take care.